It's finally here. I'm reviewing Nosferatu.
I hate you. Don't leave me. I love you. Please forgive me. I forgive you.
I'm sure you're aware, but Nosferatu is the newest vampire film that will be hitting theaters December 25th or Christmas Day. It is directed by Robert Eggers and it stars Lily Rose Depp, Nicholas Hoult, Bill Skarsgård, and Willem Dafoe. I'm gonna keep this review as spoiler-free as possible so I don't ruin the film for you if you do decide to see it. Really quickly, because I know most of you out there don't really care, but if you do care, I want to apologize for my very long absence. I planned on taking a week off, and I did, and then I got strep, and I was out for 2 weeks and I could barely speak, and then I had a flood in my house. So it was just one thing after another, and everything is fine. It's all getting itself worked out. The house is, will be back to normal in a few months, probably, hopefully. Yay. That's why we have insurance. Anyway, and I want to thank you out there who are still with me and still supporting me, and I really appreciate it. And yeah. Now back to Nosferatu. I just got back from the screener from Nosferatu, and I'm so excited and so glad that I got the opportunity to go see the film. And if you're curious, they had these awesome beanies. Can you see that? Can you see? Can you see? Like, it's like embroidered in there. It's actually, okay, yeah, there. Am I back? Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. What the frick? Oh well, it's actually really cool. It's like super nice. I should probably be wearing it right now, but it's you know, it's Christmas time. I want to give another shout out because there's a woman there who runs an Etsy shop called The Asylum Countess. She had these amazing Count Orlok keychains, and she gave me that. This thing is super awesome. And look, it even has like a little bat, little key ring here. It's really beautiful. So I can't wait to use this. I think it's so awesome. I love that it's like holographic, and of course, obviously the bat. I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to see it early. Crazily enough, I'm probably still gonna go Christmas Day and go see it because I have some other people here that wanna see it and they haven't, and I definitely told them it was absolutely worth the watch. So I'm just gonna tell you right off, I love this freaking movie. Obviously, I like Robert Eggers. I mean, I think he's masterful. I think I've pretty much liked everything that he's made up to this point. Doesn't mean that I loved them all, but I've enjoyed everything that he's made. Didn't really know what to expect from the film. And of course, if you're familiar with Nosferatu, you know that it's basically Dracula with different names. I mean, pretty much. And that's basically the story. I feel like this adaptation is actually more true to the book. Nosferatu is a little bit more, you know. I don't know that this is going to be an incredibly long review because I don't have a ton to say about this film other than the fact that it is gorgeous. A huge standout of the film was the cinematography. Wow, when I say mind-blowing, I really truly feel like the cinematography of this film is mind-blowing. It is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. And not only that, the film switches from black and white into color and back and forth, and it does so with such ease that I didn't notice until the few moments that I did notice. I was like, oh, we're in color now. Oh, is it black and white? And the transitions, oh my gosh. There were some of the most amazing transitions that I have ever seen in a film. There's this one scene that goes from between Count Orlok and Ellen, or while one of them is like kind of hunting Nicholas Holt's character, and it switches from one character to the other. Really amazing. It's very stunning. Like, it's a good looking film, one of the best. Every aspect of every shot is phenomenal. Like the lighting, the tones, the whole frame is perfection practically. I know some people are worried about Lily Rose Depp, and I can assure you, you do not need to be worried about her. She's fabulous. She's fantastic. She's wonderful. She killed it. And she is so beautiful in this. She has such a unique and cool look. I think that she was perfect for this role. So I'm super glad that Robert Eggers hired her for this. I know that was probably something that a lot of people were confused about, and I think after seeing this, no one is going to be confused as to why she will be in more films, because she's very, very good. Actually, all the actors obviously are phenomenal in this. You would not recognize Bill Skarsgård if you didn't know that it was him. I really honestly don't think that I would have known it was him at all. Nicholas Hoult, wonderful. He's fabulous. I liked this performance of his. He seemed more open and more raw, and I think we should see more of that from him. Willem Dafoe is fabulous as always. I mean, he is a little bit of the comedy relief here. Actually, the whole film is kind of funny because of, you know, it's set in like the 1830s, and that was different times. So it does show some humor in making fun of some of the things that they did, you know, in ye olden days, which I actually felt was very funny and kind of lightened the mood. Obviously, this film is super gothic, and it's a gothic romance or obsession, or yeah, romance. I mean, it's both. It's everything. It's all of it, and it is stunning in that regard. The costuming, the set design, practically magical. I mean, it all is so beautiful, and it all works together so well. Some of that wardrobe, oh my God, I was like, I would love to have that dress. That's beautiful. Can I wear that? Thank you. Thank you. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And the effects are amazing. There is blood, there is gore, and there is definitely deaths in this, okay? There's plenty of fodder for the cannon, and it is amazing. I believe that in one scene, Eggers used actual rats, like 5,000 rats or something for it, and it's pretty amazing. I don't think any rats were harmed in the making of this film, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm sure they were very careful, but the effects looked amazing. There's quite a bit of gore. I could have used more gore. I could have used more blood, but that's just a me thing. I do like that they kept the vampire more gruesome and kind of gory and, you know, kind of gross, honestly. Bill Skarsgård did not look like himself, as I said before, and that was wild. Of course, he doesn't look completely like the original Nosferatu, but I don't think that they should have gone for that look completely. What we did get is a crazy, even more grotesque, dare I say, version of that Nosferatu, and we get to see a lot more of him. A lot more of him. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Not much left to the imagination there. I'm not scarred from that. Was it scary? Well, I'm really a horrible judge at that, because no, for me, it wasn't scary. It was just exhilarating, and I enjoyed it. And even the jump scare, I don't know, didn't work for me. There was like one or two that pretty much everyone around me was like, whoa. But I think that for some people, for sure, it will definitely be scary. There's some things that happen here that are pretty horrifying, and to most viewers, I think that will be scary. My version of fear is exhilaration. It turns me on. So what does that say about myself? I don't know. Just a weirdo. The film kind of honestly feels like a fever dream. You know, everything feels right, but all of it is just completely off and weird. And I love that aspect of it. And I feel like that makes a lot of sense, because Count Orlok is like getting into the heads of these people and affecting them and influencing them. But it doesn't feel like an unreliable narrator, because I can't stand that. Like, that is so overdone and overused. It just feels like you're seeing everything from this skewed perspective. It makes you feel uncomfortable, and also makes you kind of feel like you're on the ride with these people. Does the film have any Christmas cheer? It certainly does. It is set around Christmas time. They even mention Christmas. They even have the Christmas tree with the candles, with like actual candles on it. So I guess that is so dangerous. It's so crazy. People must have burned their houses down all the time back then. Candlelight in a dry tree in your home. Could go wrong. It's very clever. Some people may not like the way Count Orlok looks. I think he looks phenomenal. I think it's enough of a departure so that we don't completely harken back to the, 1922's NOSFERATU. And I don't think that we have to, considering they basically just stole the story from Dracula anyway. Let's be real. There are some triggers in here that some of you might have an issue with. I don't want to give too much away, but maybe if you do have, some issues with rats or, things with kids stuff and, things like that. But I think it's done in a way that won't affect too many people. Honestly, I went in knowing that I would probably really like this film, but I really loved it. I would like to see the film just so I could analyze the filmmaking aspect of it because I was so captivated by it completely. I wanted to see every bit of it. I was like, okay, oh wow, oh yeah. But I was focused on the story. I mainly, when I watch a movie for the first time, I just want to watch it and enjoy it and see if I like the performances and the overall feel of the film and the story. Are you entertaining me? Obviously, this film entertained me. And obviously, the acting is phenomenal. And the cinematography is wonderful. And the story was great. I feel like I have a lot to unpack with this film. Obviously, if you're into gothic horror, if you're into vampires, if you like NOSFERATU, then you should definitely check out this film. I highly recommend seeing it in the theater because I think with the sound and with the big screen, you're really going to appreciate it more with the cinematography. I don't always say that with every film, but I do think that this is more of an experience. Now, is it gonna be my number one? I don't know. I guess you'll have to watch my top 10 to find out. It'll definitely be on the top 10. I mean, I'm gonna be doing the top 10 probably next week or something, so yeah. I'll just tell you this is gonna be there. What's your favorite vampire horror film? Are you planning on seeing NOSFERATU? What are you planning on doing for the holidays? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I really do hope that you have the most amazing day, my spooky darlings. As I said, I'm so sorry that I have been MIA for a while, but I really appreciate my Patreon members. Mizik Tino, Jimmy Hoare, Eddie, Janie McLaren, Jose Reyes, Phil Swift, Jim Kemmerling, Mickey B, and Demon. I'm going to try not to have any sort of mishaps or anything. It's on 2 floors. It's on 2 floors. My flooding happened in 2 floors. And they have these fans and these dehumidifiers, and they're so loud, and they go all day and all night. I had to turn them off, actually, so I could record this. It's kind of driving me crazy. It's like that constant whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, okay. Okay. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Okay, bye.